What is the Islamic dress code for men and women Islam? Quite a long question.
As far as the Islamic dress code is concerned, there are a few guidelines given in the Quran as well as the Hadith. Allah first speaks about the hijab for the male, then for the female in the Quran. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 30, say to the believing man that he should lower his gaze and guard his modesty. That means whenever a man looks at a woman, any brazen thought comes, he should lower his gaze. Once there was a person, a Muslim, staring at a girl for a long time. I told him, brother, what are you doing? It's haram in Islam. So he said, our beloved Prophet said, the first glance is forgiven, the second is prohibited. I have not completed half my glance. That does not mean you can look at a girl for 10 minutes without blinking and saying, I have not completed my glance. Later on comes the dress code. The next verse speaks about the hijab for the woman. It's mentioned in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 31. Say to the believing woman that she should lower her gaze and guard her modesty, and display not a beauty except what appears ordinarily of, and to draw her head covering over the bosom, and display not a beauty except to her husband, her son, and a big list of mahram, the close relatives who she can't marry is given. Basically, there are 6 criteria for the hijab for the man and woman. The first is the extent, which for the man, it's from the navel to the knee. For the woman, the complete body should be covered. The only part that can be seen are the face and the hands up to the wrist. There are some scholars who say that even this should be covered. The remaining 5 criteria are the same for the man and the woman. The second is the clothes they wear, it should not be tight so that it reveals the figure. Third, it should not be transparent or translucent so that you can see through. Number 4, it should not be so glamorous so that it attracts the opposite sex. Number 5, it should not resemble that of the unbeliever. And there's the hadith in Sahih Muslim, volume number 3, in the book of dress, hadith number 5173, where once a person was wearing a saffron colored clothes. So the Prophet said that remove this color resembles that of the unbeliever. Saffron is the color of the unbeliever. So you should not wear clothes that resemble that of the unbeliever. And especially that which is signs of unbeliever, like wearing a cross is a sign of Christianity, putting a vermilion or a tikka is a sign of Hinduism. So you should not wear those which are signs of the unbeliever. And the 6th criteria is you should not wear clothes that of the opposite sex. There's a hadith in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, the book of dress, hadith number 5885, where the Prophet said, the men should not behave like the women and should not wear clothes like that of the woman. And the women should not behave like men, should not have manners like men, and should not wear clothes, etc. So these are the basically 6 criteria of hijab. But this one talks about the clothes. Besides this, for the complete hijab, it even includes the way a person talks, the way a person walks, the way a person thinks, the way a person carries him or herself. All this put together is the hijab. And Allah further says in the Quran, in Surah Ahzab, chapter number 33, verse number 59, O Prophet, tell the believing women that when they go abroad, they should put on the cloak, so that they shall be recognized and it will prevent them from being molested. And I always give an example that if there are 2 twin sisters who are very beautiful, equally beautiful, if they're walking down the streets of maybe London, the city where you stay, and if one of the sisters is wearing the complete hijab, complete body covered, except the face and the hands up to the wrist, and the other twin sister who's equally beautiful, she is wearing the western clothes, mini skirts or short. And around the corner, there is a hooligan who's waiting for a catch. I want to ask you the question, which girl will it tease? Will it tease the girl wearing the mini skirt or will it tease the girl wearing the hijab? Which girl will it tease?
Ooh, definitely the one with the mini skirt.
That's right. So Quran rightly says that hijab has been prescribed for the woman so that it will prevent them from being molested. So these are the basic 6 criteria for hijab. And furthermore, there are other rulings about clothes, etc. As far as the gents' clothes are concerned. For the men, our beloved Prophet said that gold and silk are prohibited. It's mentioned in Sunan Nisai, book of Zinat, chapter number 40, hadith number 5147, where the beloved Prophet said, 2 things, gold and silk are forbidden for the males of my ummah, but they're permissible for the females. Furthermore, you get guidance from the hadith that the trousers, the lower garment, should be above the ankle. It should not be below the ankle. And it's mentioned in the hadith of Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, book of dress, hadith number 5787. The beloved Prophet said that the izar, the trouser that hangs below the ankle, that will be in fire. As we discussed in the previous episode, wearing trousers and lower garment below the ankle is prohibited. Further, we get guidance that wearing dress of fame and those which make you outstanding as compared to the other people around you, like those that the kings wear and the leaders, proving that they are superior, it is prohibited. It's mentioned in Sunan Abu Dawud, hadith number 4018 and 4019, that the person who wears the clothes for fame and for glamour, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will clothe him with that on the day of resurrection. And the other version says that Allah will clothe him with disgrace on the day of judgment, on the day of resurrection. There are further guidelines given that it's preferable that you wear white clothes. And the Prophet said, it's mentioned in Sunan Abu Dawud, in the book of dress, volume number 3, hadith number 4050, the Prophet said that wear white garments because they are the best of your garments, and shroud the dead person in white. And further, our beloved Prophet Muhammad said, it's mentioned in Sunan Abu Dawud, volume number 3, in the book of dress, hadith number 4129, the Prophet said that whenever you wear a garment or do wudu, you start with the right hand. So this is also sunnah that when you're wearing a garment, start with the right hand. So these are the few rulings which we get in the Quran and the Hadith regarding the hijab, the dress code, and regarding what you can follow of the sunnah as far as wearing the dress is concerned.